Lydia Hu, great report. You be safe out there, my friend, okay? Thank you so much. Let's welcome to the show Cornell University law professor William Jacobson. Sir, it's good to have you on. Your reaction to that story?
Well, it's not surprising. I've been following Students for Justice in Palestine for over a decade. They're very confrontational. They're very radical. They openly supported a convicted terrorist, Razmia Odeh. They put on their posters for their pro-Hamas events, the paragliders that were used to slaughter 270 people. So this is really not surprising to me.
Professor, who's funding them? I mean, there's pressure on the Justice Department to investigate who is funding these anti-Israel groups on college campuses. Do you know who's funding them?
I don't know if there's any outside funding, but people will probably be surprised to know that a lot of the universities will. If they get approved as a student group, they're entitled to the same funding that other student groups get. So it's very likely that your tuition dollars, and if it's a state university, your state taxpayer dollars are funding SJP on campuses.
Yeah, there could be dark money. That's the concern. Mysterious secret donations we don't know about. The issue is this. How can they call resistance the following? What captured terrorists are candid and unequivocal about. Orders from top terror commanders to do death squads, execute innocent Israelis, torture, behead children and women, dismemberment, not to mention shooting thousands of rockets at innocent Israelis with impunity. How is that just now benign resistance?
Well, it's not. And that's the problem with groups like SJP, is what they're calling for is terrorism. I think Florida is shutting them down on campuses, at least the existing groups, because of their support for terrorism. So I think that they are not your normal group. If all they were saying is we support Palestine, nobody would care. But they're very aggressive. They're supporting Hamas. They're vocal for Hamas. And I think that's really a problem.
We've seen the images. We urge viewers, don't look at the images. It'll give you insomnia. I mean, there's also this. Former President Trump said in Iowa, we will revoke and deport the student visas of radical anti-American, anti-Semitic students. Senator Tim Scott also said that. So did Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. What do you think of that notion?
Well, if the immigration laws provide that support for a terrorist organization is a ground to deport you, then I think that's warranted. Again, nobody would care if all they were saying is we support Palestine or Palestinians, but they're going way beyond that, and they have to live by the laws that any other people here on a student visa have to live by.
Got it. Professor Jacobson, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Texas attorney